All right, guys, quick little update. Put in a few hours on the buggy, got a few more things done. Uh, Not a ton, but some things I want to go over with real quick. We did end up getting a drive shaft tunnel made. So what I ended up doing was buying a piece of 5-inch exhaust, 3 foot of it, 2 foot in the front there, a foot in the rear. This side is raised a little bit because the yoke that's in there, you can see the U-joint, takes up a little bit more space. You see it in there? So that had to be raised up a little bit more. We'll find out if it's in the way of the seat. If not, if it is, I mean, really that doesn't need to be covered. It's just nice if that U-joint comes apart. It doesn't come up at the seat where I'm sitting. Would be more than discomforting, I guess you'd say. The front, pretty easy. Like I said, just cut it in half, made these tabs, did the same thing we did for the carrier, welded a nut inside of a piece of a 1-inch round stock, something similar to this. This one's junk, but something similar to that. And we got the drive shaft covered. So I think that turned out pretty slick. That'll keep shoelaces and feet from getting tied up in here. And also, like I said, if that thing is to come loose, it'll slow it down if it were to snap from hitting me or somebody else in the legs. We also added these structure bars back here. I think the fuel cell is going to go right here. We did try this factory RS1 tank. I think I'm going to end up making my own tank, and I think it'll go right here. Not sure how big it's going to be. Obviously, the more fuel it can hold, the better. Also, we did one on that side. I think the battery mount is going to go somewhere in there. This is the plate for it. Not exactly sure 100% where it's going to go, if it's going to go there, or if I might try to sneak it somewhere in up here. It'd be ideal to have as much weight on the nose as possible. I like to backflip things, and razors seem to like to do them as well. So if I can get more weight over the nose, even though this is a longer wheelbase, I think it'll still help keep the front end down in situations where we're climbing and jumping stuff. Also got these rear bars put in back here. They tie into the back bar there. They have a bend similar to the main hoop. I think that turned out real slick. We'll end up putting some bars like these, support it, and give it a little bit different look. So drive shaft tunnel is done. Ended up just putting a newer rack in the Turbo S. So I still got to line that, but then that's ready to go. Yeah, I think these rear bars turned out pretty nasty. So I'd like to do another bar somewhere in here, wrap around the shock to here. I know we were debating that in other videos. I wasn't sure, but I think that is going to be the look. Also, that way, if I do decide to kick out the door bar slightly, just to give a little bit more cab space, it'll kind of go with that body line. It looks kind of sawed off back here, and yeah, having a bar here will make ever pulling an engine a little bit more difficult, but I think as far as structure and aesthetics go, that's going to be the most pleasing, so to speak. So got that done, got those bars made, that tunnel. I also got a seat in there. You'll have to wait until the next video or when I start mocking up the seat mount to see that. I'll keep that a little surprise. I think you'll like it. But now we can move on to, like I said, a seat mount of some sort. I'd like to have it on a slider like a stock Razor is. That way it's just not built 100% for me. Anyone can drive it. And we need to put some kind of bar in here down to the lower so that we can wrap some kind of sheet metaling around for a firewall and start making pedal mounts. That's kind of the next step. That and mocking up the fuel tank. I'll probably just get some aluminum sheet metal and make my own. I know ORB sells a fuel pump threaded on style bulkhead, something like this, so you could run the stock hat and pump. It just is for this ring to thread onto. So they sell a bulkhead that you can weld onto your, like, build your own tank kit, so to speak. So I might get that. I had a guy reach out to me. He said he was going to send me a fuel tank. I haven't seen it yet. He said he was going to ship it, but we'll see. But yeah, man, we are slowly getting there. Day by day, 1 or 2 things done. That's what's important, just slowly plugging away. We got axles ordered. You'll have to wait and see what we decided to go with for axles. Those should be coming next week. I think other than an EPS unit, which I'm still debating on whether or not I'm going to do the Super ATV E-Steer kit. They finally released one for the Turbo S that doesn't throw the dynamics light. I'm sure I've covered this before, but I'm debating on doing that or a stock Turbo S EPS unit. It'd be nice to have a little bit more power than the stock one. However, the price tags of them, they're pretty proud of them. And yeah, I don't know. I just don't want to have steering issues. I had a pump go out in this, and this has got a RS1 EPS unit in it, which you can do because it's a non-dynamics machine. There's actually a sensor, which we've covered. Anyhow, yeah, we got axles coming. We'll put the suspension on for good now. Still need to get a rear radius plate. Right now it's just got a stock one in there. So we'll get a radius plate, a billet one, probably L&W to match. I'd like to do something in here. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe some kind of either bars, or we can do like a plate that has some kind of plasma laser table cut logo, something or other. I think just to fill that void would be cool. I like the way the taillights look. That kind of looks like an eyebrow setup. So it'd be cool to like laser cut, I don't know, something in there. So yeah, we'll update you next time we're out here working. I did end up getting brake lines. So, I mean, we're getting real close to having everything we need to button this thing up. Like I said, I think the only thing left is the power steering unit. That one's the stock one out of my Velocity, so that's not going to work. But yeah, I guess thanks for watching. Sorry about the content lately. I haven't been uploading. I don't know if I uploaded the video from the trip we did. To this point, I haven't. When I'm filming this right now, I still may. Like I said, it's a lot of just random clips, so who knows? I may never see the day of light. So, but if it is up, go check that one out. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.